Hello, everybody, and happy Wednesday. We've made it to the middle of the week. Thank you all for joining us for News 5 Now at 8 o'clock. I'm Shamani Baker here with Bill Riles.
And good morning, and thanks for joining us here for News 5 Now. We got a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do. We are keeping an eye on a number of stories for you, and we'll tell you what they are right after this.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Well, if you've joined us before, you know the drill. We always start off with our big stories this morning. Starting us off with number 5, a city in Baldwin County has cracked the national top 10 list of the fastest growing cities in America. Foley has been named the 10th fastest growing city according to U-Haul. The study analyzed all one-way moves from the past year. U-Haul also determined Foley was the fastest growing city in the state of Alabama. According to the city, Foley's population has grown 30% since the 2020 census.
Do you think they measured the one-way moves with U-Haul by, like that guy that just rented a U-Haul to move a couch?
That
one-way move?
Oh, Bill.
I don't know. Anyway.
They're definitely doing the study on how many people rent the U-Hauls,
sure.
But we don't know what they're moving. It could have been anything.
Foley.
Could have been
You
anything.
assume it's people moving into the city with a load full of furniture to a new house. And I've rented a U-Haul to move a couch before. So,
that's right.
You know,
or a fridge or just anything.
Their data may be skewed. But good for Foley.
Good
Foley's
for Foley.
growing. Number 4, the city of Saraland is planning to grow another 2 lanes of travel for Celeste Road west to I-65 to Forest Avenue. The Alabama Department of Transportation says there's significant congestion in that area to interstate traffic and residential growth. People who travel Celeste Road argue that something needs to be done to ease the driving in that area. The city's taking public comment on the expansion until January 22nd. So the plan is right now right-of-way acquisition starts later this year. Construction will start next year and is expected to be finished in the summer of 2028. So you got a little while to wait for that traffic congestion to be relieved.
And number 3, a second person has been arrested for a deadly New Year's Day shooting in Baldwin County. 18-year-old Armani Hooks is charged with murdering 20-year-old Jatavius French on Pecan Street in Bay Minette. 18-year-old Kendrick Johnson was arrested Friday. Prosecutors say at least 25 shots were fired during a gun battle between French and the 2 suspects.
Number 2, 2 people died this morning after a high-speed crash in Pensacola. Pensacola police say one of their officers saw a vehicle turning from a side street when the vehicle took off near Pace Boulevard and Garden Street, and that's when the car crashed into a pole at Pace and Romana Streets. Officers say one person died at the scene, another was taken to a hospital and later died. The victims of that crash have not yet been identified.
And number 1, Mobile police officers are investigating after they say 3 people were found dead near the train tracks in Midtown. Mobile police were contacted by CSX at about 11:40 last night. It's a scene that stretches as far north as Imogene Street and Pine Hill Drive and as far south as Duncan and Rickerby Streets. Police say the 3 victims were struck by a passing train.
It's a bizarre story.
Yes, it is. It's something we've been covering all morning on News 5 this morning. Chad Petrie was live throughout the shows. It's very sad.
It's sad, and we'll certainly be able to find out more about it later today when police release more information about it.
That's right. We are going to move over to our question of the day, which I'm not sure that we have. So we're just going to move over to the poll. We're going to move over to the poll, y'all. The poll is, how do you feel about changing Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America? This is something that President-elect Donald Trump said during a press conference at Mar-a-Lago Tuesday of his intent. He wants to change the name. What do you think? What do you think, Bill?
I don't even know if I want to go there. Do you think he just that there was some thought put into this, or he just said it off the cuff? Because he's prone to do that. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know what the importance would be to change the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something here.
Let us know what you think, and you may hear some of your answers back at you when we reveal the results of our poll later on. But, you know, we've lived here forever and ever, and it's always been the Gulf of Mexico.
It has. As somebody who's from Florida, especially. I don't know.
It's just Donald's way of shaking things up a little
Maybe
bit.
so.
Maybe
And he's
so.
good at that. I think that's on brand for him. That's fine.
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we certainly want you all to chime in on our question and polls of the day. All you have to do is go over to Facebook, which you should be here
If you
already.
can find our question of the day,
We can't find it today.
There's one from yesterday. We talked all about that.
Right.
Yeah, you know, things happen. Things happen. We're a little busy here. So there.
Just a little.
A little.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. So, yeah, join us coming up later. 9 o'clock, Devin Walsh is on the air for News 5 at 9. She'll be back at noon, and then at 12:30, another edition of News 5 Now. Find out what's been going on all morning long. And more information about that bizarre train track death story we were telling you about earlier. Kind of
We
strange.
certainly thank you all for joining us this morning. And every morning, you can catch us tomorrow from 4:30 to 7 a.m. on News 5 This Morning with Bill Rouse and I. We're kind of cool.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Not really, but kind of.
We'll look forward to seeing you.
Yes, y'all have a great day. See you later.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.